Here is mine 1996 Chevy 1500 short bed standard cab truck. It is light. I think I scaled it and it weighed 4,040 pounds, something like that, with a half a tank. And yeah, it's been a fun little toy, but it's time to move on. I've had it for about 6 months, thinking I'm going to throw something in it. No, I ain't going to throw something in it. I'm done with this project. Want the engine, I'll throw in the engine. That little Jeep 4.0. It's got 4 mismatched tires. I'm going to walk you around the body here. It's got 4 mismatched tires. I never bothered. They all hold air. They're all good. It's just something I've been using to drive around the yard for the last 6 months, really. So, that fender's shot. Starting on the passenger side. That fender's shot. The bottom of the door is a little hit. That rocker's almost gone. Don't look terrible on the bottom. Ripping the butt of the seat. Typical Chevy stuff. Everything works on this side. You got manual windows, manual locks, and opening. Simple. Bed's not terrible. You know, no horrible rust on the bed. A little bit right there. That's pretty bad, I guess. But all in all, the bed's not terrible. A couple nicks and scratches. Nothing terrible. Back window's good. That's good. I got a crack in the windshield, but it's right up here. So, whatever. Touching the tin area. Girl's got a little screw in the GMC there from the previous guy. Previous guy's done almost everything. I haven't done much to this truck. Just driven it when I needed it as a truck. That fender, driver's side fender shot. Bottom of the driver's door's gone. That rocker's gone. That's not terrible. This handle's broke, so you gotta roll down the window to open up the door. Got your typical Chevy thing where the door likes to flap open on its own. This side of the bed's not horrible either. Yep. Bumper shot. Guy before me did a fuel pump change, and then I sent this thing out 2 days before Christmas. It died on me, and I sent this thing out to a shop, and they put another thing in here. And the previous owner, not the shop, thankfully, I would have screamed at him. The previous owner did this, so I'm showing it to you. No, I don't want any surprises. But besides that, maybe that can be watered up. The rest of the bed is not terrible, considering it's a 96. I'm including this crappy bed liner because I don't want it. I ain't no need for it. It's a short bed. What is it? Right here. We got 98, 6.5 foot, yada yada, bed liner, and I can throw that engine away or not, whatever. And pop the hood for you. I'll show you what you're working with. It is a 96, so it is a Vortec, and it is a 5.0 because I wasn't lucky enough to get a 350. But it is a stick, so that helps. Do stupid stuff. Yeah, so I can't get it to crank. I'll crank it I can't get it to start. I'll crank it a couple times for you right here, and I'll show you what you got. And I've been cranking it a little bit already, and like I was saying, normally crank fires up on the second or third crank. Now it ain't, so I'm gonna crank it all day. And here the engine started, cranks over easy enough, you know. I'm gonna kill my battery, but yeah. Here, let me fire all this up. What do I got? So the radio works, heater works. I think it squeaks on low. Like really on low, you get a little squeak every now and then, not all the time. But there you go. But it does work. There's your squeak. It does it like on low sometimes, so I just crank it on high and off kind of deal. Power windows. I think the mirror does dim. I don't remember. The lighter works. I need to get all that junk out of here. Pretty basic, like I'm saying. It does have high miles. I think I said it had high miles. The mileage is, what? 259, 738. So yeah, she's actually done pretty good considering it ain't too rusted considering it's got 250,000 miles. Let's see. It is a 96, so I said it's light, but I don't know. It couldn't start, so it didn't want to start. Started like 3 days ago. Like once a month I fire it up and let it run for like 5 or 10 minutes. Now I shut it off. It does have a bad head gasket leak. That's why I parked it. That's why I've been just using it around the yard. But it's one of those things where you can drive it for 30 minutes, nothing. Then you get to a light and it'll start smoking. Yeah, and it does overheat if you do that. So, I mean, it's good for around the yard as a wood truck or whatever, but yeah. Pretty basic. Starts, stops, goes. Makes somebody a good part truck. I guess I'm going to sell this cheap to get it out of the yard. That's all I'm doing at this point. Yeah, pretty basic. Nothing too terrible. Should be what you expect. Yeah, that. So, that's what you get. I'm not including this hitch. I have to say that. See that hitch? I'm not including the hitch. I'm not including the thing attached to the hitch. That'll just get pulled off. I can't pull it off right now. That's what I was starting to do this morning, and the thing didn't want to start. So I got new mirrors on these. These are newish mirrors. Look at all this dust and such on them. But they're pretty newer mirrors because the ones I had were cracked. So they look all nice and such. I did that right before the head gasket went. And I just parked it. Pretty basic. Oh, I'll show you the oil because I know people are going to ask. Here's your oil. I don't know. It's not super milky, but it ain't great either. Yeah. So, I wish I could start it for you and show you it running. So I planned on doing that today. And then I did this morning and she didn't want to start. And I was like, great. One time she don't want to start. So, yeah, all you got for an exhaust is exhaust manifolds to the stock cat, to a Flowmaster muffler, which you might be able to see right there, and then it cuts off right about here. There's nothing from here back. So it ain't loud. It actually is not loud, but it's not quiet either. And you ain't going to be sneaking in any neighborhoods quietly, but you ain't going to be waking anybody up either. It's kind of middle ground. It's not bad for a truck. Everything works. Steer's good. Suspension's decent. Yeah. So, but it does have a 5-speed. If you want a 5-speed, it's probably a 3500 for all I know. Just being stock as it is, it's probably a 3500. Made it a 305, and then a 10 bolt with 3.42 gear ratios in the rear. Yep, basic. I have another set of rims. These rims ain't great, they ain't terrible, but I have another set of rims if you want to do what I was going to do and slap a whole nother set of tires on at the place and then drive it back here, or slicks or whatever. But yeah, I already said the tires are, I have 4 mismatched tires. I have a trail handler there, I don't know, it's not a trail handler, some kind of radical. Yeah, some Piranha or something. An Ultra BFG All-Terrain and a Eldorado. Yeah, so 4 mismatched tires on here, but they all hold air. They all go around the yard. Yeah, like I'm saying, it's probably a simple fix. It's just a matter of I have too much stuff going on. I don't want to play with it. I am in a yard here. You can get a trailer here easy enough. It's got a manual, so you can pull it around the yard. I need to drop that thing, and I need to pull the motor out if you don't want the motor. Let me know if you do. I'll give you the motor. I don't care at this point. pretty basic. Not a terrible truck. I'm gonna go for cheap. Probably, I'm gonna go 550. 550 for the truck, 650 with the battery. Simple as that. I figure it's worth 550. It's not a horrible project. Everything seems to work. I believe everything works. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything works, except for the engine, of course, and whatever's causing it not to start. So there you go. Simple, nice, fun-looking truck. Something to have fun with. Maybe do donuts, which was what I planned on doing today. Having some fun with it, trying to play around without getting in too much trouble, and you know, just having some fun with it, showing you that it can do burnouts, because it does great burnouts. And yeah, but she didn't want to start, so I'm doing this video. Anyway, this thing is now 11 minutes long, which is too long, so I'm going to cut you off. You have any more questions that I haven't answered in this long video, let me know. Simple truck, fun truck, short bed truck. Make a good hot rod, but I don't have time to do that right now, so have fun.